ネオン愛が二人照らす運命さえ信じられる本音さじゃない恋は止まらない
Graphically, Ryoga Gotoku of the end uses the same engine as seen in Part 4, which was an improved version of Part 3's engine. So as you can see, there's been no major improvements to this game in terms of the overall graphic appearance. But having said that, Part 4 was a beautiful game in every right, and so is this one. This game holds its own against most of the other games released this year in the market, especially the fact that this time around you have zombies and blood. Now you will see a few hiccups in the engine here and there in terms of, you know, slowdown and stuff, but it doesn't happen too often, and it's rarely a nuisance. Usually it's a pretty cool effect when you're killing zombies in slow motion. I like it. So anyway, in this particular game, you take control of 4 characters: Akiyama, Kiryu Kazuma, Ryu Goto, and Ryuji Goto. I'm sorry for pronouncing his name. And my personal favorite, Majima. But as usual, Kiryu Kazuma kicks ass with his big gun, but Majima has a shotgun, which is cool. Everyone likes shotguns. So anyway, these 4 characters that you take control of all have a similar use, in that you have to control them. Now the control scheme in this game is slightly different from the control schemes in the previous Yakuza games. Actually, it's very different. Basically, you are having to run and gun, kind of like Resident Evil. It's like kind of like a mix between Resident Evil and Gears of War. Your L2 trigger is your lock on and shoot. Your L1 trigger is to basically lock on and strap around your enemy. And you can run and gun at the same time if you choose not to lock on, but you're less accurate. If you're able to do headshots, you get more points. The more points you score, the quicker your level ups and the quicker your critical hits, which also affect your points in this game. In essence, the controls do take some getting used to. It took me around 20 minutes to get used to the controls from the beginning. In this game, you still have the ability to do heat moves, but they're slightly different from the previous Yakuza games. And instead of doing heat moves with each individual character having their own unique moves, instead you're using your gun to blow up certain things in certain fashionable ways. Also, one of the great things about this new Yakuza at the end is you can take control of different vehicles. In this, I was taking control of the tank, where I'm obviously using one of my favorite characters, Majima, to kick some royal ass. But I'm getting my ass kicked in the process. And there's going to be another scene coming up very soon where you're actually gunning down zombies while you're on a freaking tank, which is awesome. Now the bosses in this game are, how can I put it, very, very difficult to some extent. Now here you see me running and gunning on my little cruiser, killing zombies. Now this has never been seen in any Yakuza game before, and it's pretty cool to be able to tank zombies down in the middle of Kamurocho. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Can't get enough of it. This is one of my favorite stages in the game, and I came back to it quite often. One of the great things about this is that even though with the graphical hiccups, it's still very fun to play. Now, the menu system is slightly different from the Part 4 in that most of it's in English. Now, as you can see, I'm going through all the different elements of the game. New game mode, premium game adventure, video, special games, network, and options. And the video portion of the game, it just enables you to watch the story portions after you finish the game, which is pretty fun. Options in this game are quite similar to Part 4. You have the map, you have the item menu, you have the equip, which is right over here. And in the equip section, instead of using swords and knives, you use guns and all kinds of great stuff here. Now, you have the mailbox, you have the mission menu, which is right here. The mission menu is pretty cool because it helps you keep safe with what's going on. And then you have your What was this again? Oh yeah, your character information, and finally your options. Options are very important for those of you who don't understand kanji. You're going to have a little bit of difficulty at first changing your control schemes, because trust me when I tell you, the first control scheme does not work well. Now the save menu is practically the same as the other Yakuza games, in that you can save stuff, you can sort your items out, and you can also watch videos. And you can reset the chapter if you want. Stores in this game have been kept intact from the previous Yakuza games. So for example, in Yakuza of the End, you can still go into the similar shops that you could go to in Yakuza 4 and Yakuza 3. Progressively I might add, because parts of Kunocho will start to disappear as the game progresses, simply because the zombies are taking over all of the land. Now, one of the great things about this game is it implements all of the games, all of the side questing games from the original 2 games released on the PS3. This is one of the side games from Yakuza 3, and then they have Part 2, which was released for Yakuza 4. Really fun little game, I might add. It's just a great action arcade game where you can go blow crap up. One of the cool things about this game too is you can go bowling just like in the original. All the side quests from the original are there, with the exception of the dating sims. For some odd reason, I wasn't able to find a brothel to go date some girls and have fun. But all the other stuff was there. The batting ring, the bowling alley, and one of my personal favorites, ping pong. Yes, my friends, ping pong is my favorite. Not only do you get to go to a jacuzzi before you play some ping pong, but you play ping pong with one of the best looking girls in all of Kumodocho. Oh, not to mention the zoom factor. Zooms are great, and the more you play, the better it gets. Trust me when I say that. Heat factors also do play a major factor in this, and trust me when I say Majima is a very happy man towards the end of this battle. Ooh, and then there's the karaoke. Karaoke is awesome. Anyway, that about sums up the gameplay portion of this game. I hope this gives you some rough ideas of what to expect from Yakuza of the End, and how enjoyable it will be once you get to play it. Not to mention, there is lots to do. You won't be putting this game down for quite some time. Okay, welcome to the final portion of this review, to import or to wait. Very simple answer. If you're going to be wanting to play this game right away and you're fluent in Japanese, I highly recommend you get it right now. Price isn't that high for the game, and it's very fun to play, and it'll be in time for Halloween. What's not better than killing zombies with Yakuzas, just before the Halloween date hits? Or if your Japanese isn't that good, or you're not in a I want to get it right now mood, definitely wait. Next year the English version of the game will be out. Totally worth the wait. It comes out March of next year according to what the websites are saying, and according to GameStop's actual release date on the game. So I would definitely say it's worth the wait. But again, if you're like me, you'll pick up the game as soon as possible. If you got basic Japanese level, pick it up today. You won't regret your decision. Trust me, this is a very fun game. One of the best games I've played this year in terms of Yakuza series. So anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this review. Please leave good, bad, negative, or positive feedback, and see you all later. Peace out for now.
Zip